When I first met her, things started off great, but pretty early on, we had issues with sex. It was something that was hard for me to fix, and she would make comments like, "Past experiences have set the bar high," or "If it makes you feel better, I've been with someone worse than you." Even though she would say it was nice, I later found out that it actually irritated her, and she was holding back how she really felt. I did my best to work on it and thought I was improving, but then another issue came up. She started saying that she didn't feel in her feminine energy with me, that she felt dominant, and that I wasn't assertive enough. We talked about this before, and I tried to be better at it, but the problem kept coming up. It wasn't that I didn't flirt or engage with her, but apparently the way I did it wasn't what she wanted. I asked her what I could do differently, but she would say that it wasn't something we could fix by talking about it, that she couldn't teach me how to look at her or tease her in the way she needed. This started to make me feel like there was something wrong with me, like I was failing to be the man she wanted. She mentioned how it would be hard for her, as a woman, to tell me how to love her. At the same time, she would thirst over other people, including even a video game character, saying how hot he was and telling me to watch and learn. Said video game character apparently reminded her of a past situationship, whose behavior was very hot, her words. She told me that when we first met, her needs were different. But now that some time had passed, she wanted something different, a middle ground between how I treated her and how her exes treated her, which she said made her feel like a sex object. When we met, her last ex had broken up with her, and she was a bit emotionally unavailable due to it, and made it known. This really started to weigh on me. I felt like I was just a rebound, that she didn't truly want me for who I was, but instead wanted me to change into something more like her past partners. I reached a tipping point and told her I wanted no contact, that I felt like I'd put up with enough, and that I was tired of feeling inadequate. I also said that I believed I was just a rebound for her, which she denied, saying she was insulted that I would even think that. She turned it around on me, saying it was unfair and too sudden, that I had villainized her, and that she had no idea I felt this way. She said she was overwhelmed because she thought things were okay and was hurt to find out that she had been making me feel this way. She said that she's now thinking about breaking up too, but wanted us to calm down first and reevaluate. I feel torn because part of me regrets saying all of this. I do love her and want to be with her, but I also feel like we're just not compatible in some fundamental ways. I felt constantly critiqued, whether it was about intimacy, my flirting, or even my sleeping habits. She would also say things like, "If I acted the way I do with you, I'd leave. I don't know how you're so patient with me." And even, "I make you feel inadequate, like you're not enough." Looking back, I wonder if I should have been more open with her earlier, telling her how much those comments hurt me. But at the time, I just wanted to forgive, forget, and focus on fixing things. Now, she says she feels ashamed that she hurt me without knowing and calls herself toxic. She also said that she hoped I would eventually act the way she wanted without having to guide me, and that she couldn't bring out the assertiveness in me that she was looking for. When I finally told her I wanted no contact, she said, "You'd better hope that when you come back, I won't have learned to live without you," which felt more like a threat than a reality check. I told her I shouldn't be the only one hoping for things to work out. Now I'm just confused. On one hand, I feel like I should have been more assertive from the start, stood up for myself more, and maybe things could have been fixed. On the other hand, I feel like I tried my best, but the constant comparisons, critiques, and unmet expectations made me feel like I wasn't the right person for her. TLDR, I met a girl, and things started off great, but intimacy became an issue, and she made comments comparing me to her exes. I tried improving, but later found out it still bothered her. Then, she said she didn't feel feminine with me, and I wasn't assertive enough. I asked what I could do, but she said it wasn't something I could change by talking about it. Meanwhile, she would praise others, including a video game character, in ways that made me feel inadequate. I eventually told her I felt like a rebound and wanted no contact. She got upset, saying I was unfair and that she didn't realize she'd been hurting me. Now I feel stuck, regretting my decision, but also unsure if we were ever truly compatible given the constant critiques and comparisons.